Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. Welcome back to VALORANT news and plenty of drama going down last night in the FaZe Smeag pickup tournament. Lots of big name pros in this one getting in on the act, and only 4 teams remain going into the championship Sunday of this tournament. Very much enjoyed your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new as always. I'd greatly appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. Thank you very much indeed for doing that one. Plenty to discuss today. Firstly, wanted to mention this real quick from Ubercast, effectively, who, well, at the end of the 2022 Overwatch League season, has now run out of contract and is a free agent from the casting side. Definitely, I think one element that I'd like to see Valorant step up is in the terms of the casters. I think that Counter-Strike and other esports does it a bit better than Valorant, in my opinion. I really like DDK and Sean Gares, and they decided to not continue their contract or didn't invite them to Masters 1 or something, and then they thought, you know what, let's just not do casting anymore and go and work for 100 Thieves. Now Sean Gares is doing content again. But I do think that a guy like Uber could be an interesting target for the Valorant ecosystem. We need to bring him back in because, like, Overwatch League, Valorant makes a fair bit of sense, so definitely one to keep your eyes on going forwards. Quick note here as well, because we saw this yesterday, that this scrim that was going down between Stewie, Danny, Tex Walker, Zoms and Brax. So we don't know, like, obviously, as is described here, like, okay, a scrim team on Twitch, no guarantees this is going to go through. Of course, if they actually want to make this work, they're going to have an organization to support them, but it's something that's got to be decided relatively soon, just because, you know, the Challengers ecosystem begins in probably December sometime. The date that's been thrown around is December the 5th. We don't know when it's actually going to begin, but you know, that tier 2 ecosystem is going to start relatively soon. There's plenty of off-season tournaments as well. These teams have to have to make their mind up into what they're actually going to do, and we saw last night the likes of ShahZaM and even dapr playing in this FaZe Smeag tourney, and I'm sure they're also thinking, what is their actual team going to be for next season if they want to go through the tier 2 grind, which clearly plenty of them still do. Quick note from Nats here actually on the Cypher thing, because we're expecting very shortly, hopefully. I think we saw him sign a contract or anything the other day for Liquid. We think he's going to join Liquid with Redgo, and the other guys going forward, Scream, Navera, we think are going to go to Carmine Corp, but still, surprising that none of these things have really been confirmed. We saw the Fnatic CEO the other day say that nothing's locked in until the end of November, so I guess we'll have to stay tuned maybe for some further announcements there. Even in North America, we don't have everything confirmed as of yet. He talks about Cypher, saying that really nothing's going to change. Chamber still going to be OP, not going to be, you know, used really until Chamber gets nerfed. This is what most people are saying right now, is that Cypher, you can buff him all you like, but you have to make him absolutely broken if you want anyone to pick him over Chamber, which I suppose makes sense. But he likes the idea of the traps getting buffed with the kind of the length of the traps that you can put them on now, which I suppose is a pretty cool change. Let's talk then about this FaZe Smeag invitational type tournament. So the way this worked is they chose some captains, they had the players invited, and they then picked teams as following. So Stewie, Zekken, Ethan, Valen and babybay were playing, so there was a mix of, you know, pro players, game changers players, pretty cool stuff. ShahZaM, Ye, dapr, Trent and Sarah, Prod, Zeppa, Zellsis, B-Dog and keenC. Shanks' team with Marved as well was playing Poised, Tex and Flyer. Then Average Jonas' team with Cryo, Vanity, BCJ and Fluorescent, Tarek, Jorgamo, Bang, Xander and Net. And I've been talking through all of them, so I might as well finish the job. S0m, EU, Subros at Nismo and Corey, and then Brax, Leaf, Stella, Derek and Aaron. So pretty interesting set of teams, to be honest. There was a few standout teams here for sure. Some of them didn't make it all the way, some of them most certainly did. Kind of surprising in a way, one of the teams that did make it all the way to the grand finals here. We'll see that in a second. So many pros that either are signed, are not yet signed, might get signed into tier 2, kind of unclear, but still some exciting teams nonetheless. Now this was a crazy game that was going here, because of course Fluorescent, who's a game changers player for I think Misfit Splack, has been making her name recently, and she was just dominating this game. In 29 and 16 on the Jets here, like playing up against Ye and dapr and ShahZaM, Trent and Sarah as well, so thought this was an impressive result. And Cryo's team as well, this was with Vanity as well, I guess calling the shots here on the Astra, but I thought there's a pretty crazy scoreboard to look at here from last night. Now Trent's team doesn't quite get the job done in the end, as he says here. Thank you FaZe and babybay for the invite to the Smeag Cup, had a blast. Unfortunately we are out. GG's to the teams we played, had a good run. So basically best of one type stuff, like a double elimination, pretty good tournament format on the whole. And even as Zekken says this, yo wake up, we have a match at Ethan, because Team Stewie needed this guy to turn up. So a couple of pieces of kind of drama and roasting really that were going on last night. Firstly, this here that Zekken tweets out from well, Zellsis and Trent about Prod. So Zellsis was playing on Prod's team, like a kind of like streamer guy, not really a pro player, but maybe is trying to make it in. Definitely, you know, goes around with Sinatraa a fair bit, and they have streams together and stuff like that. So Prod's one of the next up talents, you could argue. At least some have said that. And I think he was he on the guard maybe briefly, or maybe he's still on the guard. Not sure what's going on there. But yeah, Zellsis and Prod eventually got a captain captain spot on this team. He got Zellsis in, and Zellsis said, "Prod, no one wants to be on your team. You are terrible." And even Trent says, "Prod, I'll pay you not to pick me," right? So pretty funny, really, that the captains got to choose their players, right? And eventually Trent's like, "Look, please don't get me. Leave me on the other team." And eventually it worked. Well, it doesn't work out for Trent. He goes out anyway, but it doesn't work out so well for Zellsis, right? Who also falls short in the ends. And even dapr says, "This is crazy." So thought a funny bit of drama really between all the three of them, with Zekken getting into the mix as well. Just wanted to share this quick video as well from the Jet Shorts put together from Zellsis stream and ShahZaM stream, looking at some of the highlights of this tournament in this particular match, and Zellsis and Prod kind of having a go at each other after this series concludes, after they get knocked out of the tournament.
In the corner. Empty. Right here. Can you bot?
Spike. No way. You
I didn't
One more. Holding your Raptor dead. Oh, shit. Nice.
Oh, you guys door. Oh, shit.
Oh, dude. Oh, nice try.
Close Gen dead.
Holding land.
One enemy remaining.
I think you're up underpass. Yeah.
Not up tower, not peek. Mine tight. Going up. Tower. Wow. Give me. Give me one. Mating slant.
I'm blind. Swinging nade.
Swinging main, he died.
One ultimate slant.
Two main, both main.
Popping nade, 80 on the breach. Okay, you can stick.
Yeah, get on it.
Nice job.
Bing dish.
Got him. I'm finished. Speed up, Amy. Keep peeking.
One more dish.
1 HP.
1 HP Gen.
Gen 1 HP.
1 HP Prod.
Gen. Pico. Oh no. There you go. Be made. Pico.
B.
One enemy remaining.
He's still alive.
Down B.
He's, yeah, Pro's fine.
He's dead to one more.
Oh
my god, dude. Made it spawn? Let's go. Dude, I'm sick of these SMGs!
Alright. All good, guys.
All good, guys.
All good, guys.
GG's. Prod, you owe me 5
GG's,
gifted.
fuck.
You f***ing what?
You bitch.
What? Why the f*** you peek me?
Yo, you shut the f up. What about your
dog? What do you mean my first game?
What
do you mean my
yo,
first
you
game?
dropped
I had
7
22
and 17 in the
assists.
first
22
game.
assists. 22 assists. Look at the next game. Look at my impact compared to the last game to this game, and you. Like, compare the two.
The other one that I thought was kind of funny about this was this actually from NRG S0m. So S0m has been joking around about, yeah, he's going to get dropped from NRG. He's not going to be there for too much longer. Not going to be in the league for too much longer. He's going to be gone. But he pretty much confirms here that indeed he will be on NRG and on a team going forwards. Because as he says, last place in Smeag Cup, whatever, won't be the same in Brazil. So, of course, in February through to March, there is the Sao Paulo VCT kickoff event in Brazil, where all the teams, all 30 teams across all the regions are going to fly out to Brazil, play a monster tournament over like 3 weeks for a winner to be crowned for effectively the first Masters winner of the season. NRG saying it's not going to be them getting last place. Of course, S0m, we still think Ardis is going to be their 5th man, like coming over from the FBX team from from last season, and then FNS, Victor, and Crashies rounding out the team, and NRG is still going to be there with S0m as well going forwards. But as he says, yeah, we got last place here. Not going to be the same case in that kickoff event in Brazil. But Zellsis disagrees and says, yes, it will. So definitely roasting him pretty hard as well. Saying, yeah, Zellsis reckons on Cloud 9 that NRG are going to be getting completely smoked. And in fairness, Zellsis was absolutely like fried in last night's tournament. It was kind of unfortunate that he went out when he did. And we'll look at kind of the results here in a second of the entire tournament, at least so far. But Net's team from the Guard makes the grand finals. Like, really surprised, not really surprising maybe just because there's so few spots in the league, but the likes of Net and Trent and these guys, not to get a spot is kind of crazy. So Bang, we know, is still going to be at 100 Thieves. He played with him. Tarek, of course, was the captain of this team, so congratulations to those guys. They haven't won it yet, but they're getting close. Xander as well. We've heard some rumors where Xander might go, formerly of version 1. He might go, I think, was he linked to TSM or was he linked to that other kind of unknown organization? And then Jorgemo, he's the guy that Evil Geniuses are going to build around as well. So great team, honestly. Makes sense what Tarek decided to build here with these 4 guys. They've made the grand finals. Now even dapr dapr, as he says here, their team unfortunately went down, but as he reckoned at the time, you know, ShahZaM, Ye, Trent, Seracat, and dapr. So again, Shaz, dapr, like what are they going to do? Are they going to team up in tier 2? Just like Zoms is teaming up with Stewie2K, we think in tier 2, so maybe some duos that are getting ready to form over there. But they got Ye as well and still didn't win, so that was kind of unfortunate. These were the top rated players as well, courtesy of Willminder. Kind of crazy. So yeah, Team Shanks, Team S0m, and as you can see, so 1.43 for Tex, EU, Ethan, Leaf as well right up here. Kind of crazy because a lot of these names at the top, formerly of that old school NRG lineup, which are now no longer going to be a thing anymore. So kind of crazy in a way. Like, I think that team, honestly, that NRG team underperformed at the end of last season. It's kind of a shame to see their results compared to how well they could have done. But yeah, Leaf, Cryo, Valen, even Bang, Shanks himself, Brax, and Net are rounding out the top ones here. So I'm sure Zoms is seeing Brax delivering the goods thing. And yeah, that is my teammate for next season. This is the bracket then going into the final day today. We've got Team Brax, Team Shanks, they win in the losers side. Brax versus Shanks is going to be losers round 3. The winner of that plays Average Jonas's team, and then the winner of that plays up against Tarek in what hopefully will be a best of 3 final. But I suppose we will see about that one. But very much intrigued to your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Take care, and I'll see you next time.